Hello and welcome to the Urban Fairy. I have three things to show you today. So the first is a lot that I bought from Marketplace, which is all out because it was in just a plastic bag and I could see everything. And then I have a jar with a few things I bought from a local thrift shop in a small town nearby. And then third thing is just a couple of things I bought yesterday from an antique market I went to. There was not a lot to choose from. Well, there was, but the prices were crazy. So, I don't know, let's get to it. Okay, first we'll go with this. I think this was, the bag was $15. And, you know, I really dismissed this at first, but it's actually quite interesting. So, some kind of plastic with resin maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of different, isn't it? $15, like what, you know, I never expect much. If you don't expect much, then you're kind of, you know, pleasantly surprised. This is, feels like wood, painted wood. With some really well done knotting and stuff, but yeah, not sure about that. A sparkly bracelet. The stretch is good. I think I've got like 10 versions of this one, but let's get this out of the way. There are 3 bamboo style bangles. Nothing to write home about. A yellow enamel bangle, and although it's coming off a little bit there, not that you would see that unless you walked around with a monocle that was actually a magnifying glass. Yellow is not my favorite color. A clamp bangle, clearly. Turquoise color. It's actually really nicely made. Looks like all of the sparkly bits are there. I know somebody would like that. But it isn't me. And then some gold tone bangles. They are small. But they're small. They're probably East Indian kitty style. Just a chain with the stations that, yeah. It's, there's no clasps, nothing to really age it, but it looks fairly new. This one, I saw this, just the construction of it, and I tried to Google search it, and with nothing, but it looks to me, just looks to me like a Brighton, but there's no tag on it. They usually have the bee or the heart, and there's nothing on here to determine, but I don't know, what do you think? Looks like a Brighton to me. Sparkly bangle. Are all the sparkles are there. They're prong set, and it looks like silver, but yep, it might be. Far be it for them to market. I mean, if it's silver, it's not the best made, but there's no way to test this because every scratchable part, not that I like the scratchy testing part, but is it not really accessible because of the rhinestones. So you'd have to just take a guess on that. Then there's this great big thing. Beautiful piece of abalone, mother of pearl. I don't know, it looks like a mixture of both to me, but what do I know? The metal is really light. It's certainly not any precious metal. Still, somebody could rock that. The things I look for, if I'm wondering if something is like more expensive than maybe I think it is, like this, this bail is not really secure. I look to see whether the rings are, these, in this case, they are riveted, Jesus, soldered. There's just different ways of seeing whether something is sort of maybe misleading or more valuable than you had guessed it to be. Now, this is really weird. I did try this on, and I have no idea what this material is. It's, it doesn't feel like plastic. It doesn't feel like stone. I don't know what it is. However, oh my God, this thing is a demon. I tried to put it on to see what it would look like, and I got this tangled in my hair so badly, I probably lost 80 hairs out of the deal, and that's what it looks like. Yeah, I don't know what these are made of. I'm so curious. If any of you have an idea, just remember, they're a little cool, so not plastic. They're heavy, and it feels like a stone. Can I just say that? It does feel like a stone. And then there's this one, which I might have bought the whole thing thinking maybe that these were coral. They're not, but it's got a señorita clasp on it, but no other markings as to determine who made this. And really well made. So, you know, $15, even the fun of just bagging it. I wish, though, that it wasn't in that, like it was in a plastic, like thin plastic, not like a freezer bag or anything like that. And lastly, this I think is more interesting than it looks. And they're prong set rhinestones, but it's an older one. The guy upstairs is ADHD and very, 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 very noisy all the time, all day. What I saw this as being incredible is, imagine if you had sort of a dress that dipped down really low at the back, and you put that on and you had that hanging down the back of your dress. I always thought that backless dresses were sexier than, you know, plunging necklines, the showing off the décolletage. And these are prong set tinier rhinestones on a stretchy bracelet. And that was all that I got in that $15 bag. Oh no, it was $17. I remember having to dig out change. Next I went to a thrift store in a nearby town, small town, and I only would have bought a couple of things, except that I didn't have cash on me, and they would only take your debit card if you spent $5 or more. So I spent $5 or more, and I bought the little jar to go with it for $1.25 because it was cute. So the grand total was $11.50. So here's the deal. There's something else I bought there that's not in this, but it's not jewelry. Every piece here was $1. So when I found out they were $1, because I didn't know the prices when I went up to the cashier, I was like, oh no, I can do that. So first we have this, a fabulous piece of glass, and a terrible plastic bail. Well, that's going to change. I'll just take that off. But that's pretty beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Funky earrings. How could you resist these? These are clip-ons. Oh, is there something written there? Or is it just my bad eyes? Oh no, it's my bad eyes. Yeah, I thought these were pretty fabulous. And you'll see that what I got at the antique mall will go really well with these. Just sort of funky, back to the 60s look. And then I got these carved elephants. Oh, look, it looks like it's got a ball between its legs. It does. I liked them because they weren't the same, and they're wooden studs. I liked them anyway. $1, really. Those are, and I have so much boho jewelry, so I thought that it would be great. I thought this was really pretty. Yeah. And that's just on a gold tone chain. It might be gold filled. It's really well made and it feels really good, but I'm pretty sure it's not gold because I'd be doing a happy dance. Oh well. Non-magnetic. The problem comes when some of these things have lost their tags, and when a jeweler puts all the information on the tags. No, I don't see anything. What do I see when I look through here, though? Really well constructed, soldered O-rings. Oh, and knock in the camera. So, yeah, that's that. And what else? Loved these. Have you ever noticed how there's a similarity between native jewelry and old Celtic jewelry? These are slightly magnetic. I just thought they were fantastic. Now, that looks like a native design to me, although I've seen something so similar in Celtic designs. And I will never understand when people make earrings that are not mirror images. Like, I just don't understand. They need to be. You could wear them out, you could wear them in, but if they were both looking one way, it just feels wrong to me. Okay, this is just a chain. There's nothing. Oh, I keep doing that. This might be silver. That might be why I bought it, because it has that feel to it. But again, nothing. For sure, the extender chain is not silver. And let's see if the clasp is. No, the clasp is not magnetic. So, but nothing written on it. So who the heck knows? I just liked it. And it's sort of a paper clip chain. And these are so old that the pattern has worn off. And I don't know what the pattern was, but it felt really interesting. So that's what that looks like. Don't know. And these pretty little crystal earrings. Nope, these pretty little plastic to look like crystal earrings. Again, I think that might be gold wire. Still thought they were really pretty. That's actually something I might wear, which is unusual for me to say. But that's those. And that's the end of the thrift shop thing, but for $11.50, including this jar. Oh, I know what I got. I got a box, a jewelry box, like one about, that big, about 7 by 7 inches. And it was in great shape. And Okay, so what did I get? Oh, no, these are the most important. This is the thing that I liked the best is I really liked these. I don't know why I like cufflinks so much, but I like those. So my mom had a pair that I ended up with after she died. And they were sterling silver with onyx and not mother of pearl, but it was white. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was mother of pearl. They were beautiful. And the last gentleman that I was seeing, I loaned them to him for an event we were going to. And I never saw them again. And about every 2 or 3 years, I say, did you find them? Did you find them? Because my mom died when I was 25. That was a long time ago. And I don't have a lot of her left, you know. But no. So this is what I got from the antique market. What did I pay here? $4. I loved them already. And yeah, those are so fun. So 2 bracelets and a pair of earrings. And I can't say, but don't you think that makes a really nice little set? And this last thing I got, I'm not even sure why I bought this. I think we were looking around in there for so long, and the place is huge, and it's a cooperative place. So if you've got a stall there, you kind of put your hours in, and it's so big. And I don't know if you have this, but I hate looking around at a place for like all that time and then walking out with nothing. It makes me feel guilty. You know, when I was a kid, my mother wouldn't let us go to one store with the bag from another store. Like, she thought that was really rude. So it might have something to do with my upbringing. All right. Of course, I looked at these through the bag and thought, ooh, could they be amber? And no, they are not. So if you don't know, under a black light, amber looks a mossy green, so it's really easy to tell. However, this is vintage, and there is a tag, and it's Sarah Coventry, Canada. So that's not bad. It needs a bit of cleaning up. It looks like it's been through the trenches, as my mom would say. And the last thing is this. And I'm sorry, this does not look like it belongs on this at all. I'm not sure what it's doing, but I liked it as a pin. I'm not sure what it was. There are 2 holes there, so it'll be fun to craft with. It's still really pretty. It feels like crystal because it's really heavy. However, it's all done at the back, and you know, the age on this is not old. It looks like somebody made this. That's what it looks like anyway. And that's what I got. That's what I've got in the last week or so. So that's it. A lot of this will just go back to another thrift shop, but I really like these. I really was happy with the cufflinks, and I have a better appreciation for this than I had initially. Yeah. So thank you for joining me. Be really kind. Oh, and I really like these. Thank you for joining me. You know what? I'm going to show you this. Just hang on. So this is a stained glass piece I did. I married a stained glass artist, and he taught me. And I just wanted to show you this. It was right behind me. Is that it's not dissimilar to the Native American earrings that I just showed you in stewardess style and so on. So that's it. That's the end of my show. Thank you for joining me. Really nice if you give it a thumbs up or you subscribe or something kind. It's Thanksgiving here in Canada, so you have yourself a thoughtful, thankful day. We'll see you next time.